I was already pumped about investing in JASMY before, but all of this other stuff that's starting to come out the woodwork about JASMY right now has me super bullish for the potential of JASMY. In this video, I'm going to look at the latest JASMY news, as well as later on taking a look at the charts and seeing when we can get into JASMY to maximize our returns on investment. So guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and let's get into today's JASMY video. Now, in the past, I've talked about JASMY a couple of times. I've done a bit more in-depth description on what JASMY is, and this video is more about the news and things that circulate around JASMY. But if you don't know, JASMY is basically a decentralized data democracy. What that means is right now, data that you're producing all the time by using your phone, your laptop, is being fed back to cloud services such as Google Cloud Services, Amazon Web Services, and those companies make billions and billions of dollars every year through using your data. JASMY is going to work in a different way. It encrypts the data, which keeps the data ultra secure, so you're not going to have data leaks like we've seen in the past with various platforms leaking people's financial information and so much more. And as well as that, by opting in to the data network, you're going to be providing data and you're going to be rewarded for that in JASMY coins. The merchants can then pay for that data to improve services that they're providing in JASMY coins, which is then fed back, which is a great platform. It's not the most sexy, but it's definitely something that is needed for future security of data and for a fairer overall system. And you're like, well, yeah, but what can I do with my JASMY coins? Well, guys, you can use your JASMY coins on websites such as traveler.com. This is pretty cool. Throughout the year, if you're booking hotels or you're booking flights, you can now book hotels and flights using the JASMY coins that you've been earning from just providing your data, just by using your phone, just by using your laptop. And that is very cool, because potentially JASMY coin could go up in value. And then if that happens, you're going to be able to save so much more money on your bookings and things like that, just from coins and things that you've been holding throughout the year. And I want to look at something else that has JASMY looking extremely attractive right now. JASMY comes from Japan. Japan has always been recognized for its technological advancement. Many big companies such as Sony come from Japan, and many of the team that are behind JASMY used to be in Sony. And Japan's economy for the last few years has actually been struggling pretty hard. And that's now seeing Japan's leaders taking a look at focusing on Web3 and digital transition, while exploring CBDC, as Japan's companies will launch a partnership called the Japan Metaverse Economic Zone. Japan's also looking at ways in which it can encourage development in the Web3 space by offering things like tax breaks, by supporting companies who are already working in the area. JASMY has been approved as a cryptocurrency in Japan, which is an extremely difficult thing to do. It's been recognized almost like the Bitcoin of Japan. And while we're seeing all these companies in America really struggling with the SEC and various other problems like that, and bearing in mind it's already tough enough for these companies to get off the ground without having all this regulation come in, it's really great to see JASMY getting supported by their government and actually starting to be encouraged through things like tax breaks and support networks to continue what they're doing. There's also lots of information floating around Twitter right now. We already know that JASMY is associated with Sony, so here we see something very interesting. PlayStation had previously attempted to implement high-speed distributed computing using available resources, but the plan was never implemented. We believe that by using the platform that changes the way data is stored and used, we can solve the problem associated with personal information and change the conventional wisdom. We already know that the core team of JASMY was formerly a core team at Sony. Sony, obviously, PlayStation comes from Sony, and PlayStation's already in the past had problems with things like data leaks. JASMY basically would be able to help them and solve this problem, and this is just another string to their bow. The more of these massive partnerships that they can build up, the more potential JASMY has going forward, the more use cases. It's very exciting to see. So a lot of cryptocurrencies are gaining investment from people. So a lot of cryptocurrencies are gaining investment just on the back of hype, okay? JASMY has got good hype going on around it, but it's really heavily backed up by loads of different use cases, by a really solid team with great partnerships already forming. It's a very exciting time, in my opinion, in what JASMY is trying to achieve. And let's jump across to CoinMarketCap, because this is important when we're looking at investments and where investments might go in the future. JASMY is currently ranked 124 in cryptocurrencies. When you compare that to cryptocurrencies in the top 10, the market cap is absolutely tiny. But it's not tiny, okay? It's $295 million. That's not small by any means, but it does show us that we have enormous upside potential. We know the data markets are worth in the trillions of dollars, and JASMY can come in and solve that problem. That's a very exciting space to be in right now. But what I want to show you right now, guys, is the JASMY chart. And in fact, I'm also using these indicators, and I wanted to shout out to Chart Prime, who've sponsored this video. And I'm using these indicators, guys. These patterns that have been drawn on here are not my patterns at all. They've been auto-generated by Chart Prime trading tools, okay? Which is really, really cool. It also shows me this premium zone where we are likely to see a bit of a reversal from JASMY, and this down here is a discount zone. So if we ever are dropping into this area, then we're looking for purchases as well. We got things like change of character and many other features. And this is basically showing me that we are now in this downtrend, okay? This downtrend, however, we are starting to bounce up against. It's good to see that we've come away, and this is now forming what looks to be a cup and handle pattern. And that could see us breaking aggressively towards the upside. We can take the height of this pattern here and then take it from a potential breakout that we might be seeing around this area here. That would see from the current prices a JASMY move of 126%, which could happen very, very quickly once the crypto market starts to look more bullish again. And what I want to show you on this particular JASMY chart, and this is why this tool has been so useful for me, guys. This discount zone down here shows me that when JASMY was in this area, there was a very, very high chance that we were going to get a reversal. And what we can also see from this indicator, guys, obviously we had the red here, which shows us that we're in a downtrend and it will act as a resistance. So it comes up, it perfectly bounces off here and gets pushed back down. But right now we're into a green trend towards the upside. And what you can see happening on this 4-hour chart is not only this equilibrium zone that's being marked on this gray area here, but you can see something else. We get a possible reversal up indicator popping up here. We then bounce up. And you can see that this, although we have come down through it, this green ribbon has acted as a massive support for JASMY. And what we also got, if we look down to this oscillator down below, is we can see that we saw a very big twist in this ribbon coming through here. And all of this confluence together showed me that JASMY was more than likely going to be reversing in this area. So all of this confluence together shows me that JASMY is a pretty solid buy right now in this sort of zone around here between 0.0056 and up to around 0.0058. Now, obviously, that's not financial advice. You need to go away and do your own research. But I'm looking at the charts right now, and these indicators are really helping me identify that this is a strong buy zone. Now, this is very powerful. Given all of the news and information that we know about JASMY, I'm very excited about where this is going to be heading into the future. So let's look further down the line at where JASMY realistically could end up. And what I want to do right now, guys, is look at a weekly chart. Now, a lot of people are very short-sighted in crypto. And I made this video the other day talking about doing your own research, why it's so essential. And I recommend checking that out. I'll link it towards the end of this video. It will make a huge difference to you if you are invested in crypto. When we're down at these levels, there is like oscillation between various prices, okay? But if you look at how significant those moves are, it might feel significant right now if you're down in this zone, but really the bigger picture for JASMY is just crazy, okay? So we can see that I talked about going up 126% from that level down there, and that would be only a move to around there. Really, when we're looking at JASMY, we can see where the price has been in the past, and we can see these sort of spikes towards this area here where we would be seeing 30 cents. Realistically, JASMY has been at 30 cents before and has the potential to easily get there again, in my opinion. That's nearly a 50x to that level. But JASMY, since then, has been doing huge amounts of work. It's been establishing partnerships. It's getting more and more use cases for this token. Can we see JASMY, therefore, pushing towards $1 or levels up to $1? There's no reason, in my opinion, why we can't be seeing these levels, given the past levels of success in JASMY, and where I really see the value of this project going forward. Now, whether or not it gets to 230x or not is almost impossible to say. What I really love about JASMY right now, though, is it doesn't really have much in the way of competition for what it's really achieving. It's got a government who's willing to support it and push for the development of this particular company and other companies in the space. It's got a team who've already got established partnerships with massive, massive companies such as Sony PlayStation, and much, much more. 4, the hype is arriving into the market and it's targeting, for some reason, a coin like JASMY, which is not the most sexy in the world. But people are more and more educated in the crypto space all the time, and they're recognizing the potential power that JASMY has. And 5, the chart looks really promising. We've had a nice pullback into a zone that I'm looking to buy at, and these signals have really helped me out. So if you're looking to day trade or you just want help identifying chart patterns and things like that, then head across to chartprime.com. It's linked down below in the description. and you can check out this incredible suite of different tools. I haven't showed you all of the different indicators, but there's tons and tons of indicators available, guys, which are all shown here, and you can get access to all of them today. There's also tons of different tutorials and strategies available in these videos. There's a support team who will help you become profitable as a trader, no matter how much you are struggling. And there's a huge Discord community where you can go and find out all the time what's going on. There's live classes each week helping you to use these tools to become a profitable trader. Trading has never been so easy as it is using these tools. Obviously, you still need to stay on top of your risk management and things like that. But if you want to get into trading and you want to understand more, these tools have really been a game changer. And as someone who never previously used indicators and things like that, because I always relied on price action, these have really helped my trading game in the last few weeks. Prices start at $57 per month, and you can get a 7-day money back guaranteed. Is money you can make back in like a single trade that you take using this software. So it's a bit of a no-brainer in my opinion. If you are a trader, this is something you need to check out. 7-day money back guarantee is essential. Check out all the videos and stuff like that. All linked down below in the description. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, hit that like button. Make sure you get my Telegram groups absolutely free, link down below. And if you're new to the channel, you want to learn more about coins like JASMY and things that are happening all the time, then subscribe and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.